Hi. So I wanted to make this video because I know there are many videos out there about black holes and stars and neutron stars and gravitational wells, gravity even, just anything dealing with hyper massive, hyper dense structures in the universe. But I wanted to make a video because it really interests me. It's my life goal to study these astronomical phenomena and explain them to the rest of the world. So I would like to start doing it now, if I can, in a way. So first I want to explain basically what a black hole is and how to understand it better than just stating it is, a hole in space that sucks anything and everything in, because everyone knows that, so I'll start off by saying that nuclear energy, as we know, nuclear fusion creates some of the strongest, most intense energy waves in the entire universe. It's one of the strongest known ways to produce energy that we know of. Other than collapse of nuclear fusion, running out of molecules like hydrogen mainly, that's in stars. So when a star reaches the end of its life, this is the main cause of black holes. There are other causes to a black hole, but the main cause is that a star nears the end of its life and it runs out of fuel in the center to produce any more nuclear fusion. So all of the nuclear fusion that had occurred throughout its lifetime caused it to be intensely dense. It caused many material to be created inside of it, that it is so dense that its gravity has started to shrink itself so tightly that when it runs out of nuclear energy in the center, it has nothing else to burn. It's outside, so its hyper intense gravity collapses in on itself. And so a better way to think of it is, if you were to take something the size of our planet, in order for our planet to become a black hole, it would have to be shrunk down to the size of about a pencil. With all of the mass in the world right now, every person on the planet, every rock formation, all bodies of water, all of the matter inside of those structures on one planet would have to be shrunk down to the size of a pencil, containing all of the mass still, but the size is intensely smaller. So what that does is it allows for sort of physics to break, in a sense. I say physics because, to all known physics, black holes are one of the biggest anomalies. It's something that still baffles physics today, which is why something like quantum physics, the most proven science there is, still has a hard time explaining what actually happens. So what happens, when the star collapses? Well, there's a thing called a gamma ray burst, and it is quite literally a laser shot through space. And we know this because our telescopes that pick up these microwaves, they're able to tell that they're able to pick up at least one gamma ray burst per day. And what that means is that it's a part of a radiation that it travels nearly the speed of light. When it reaches us, it is a radiation of particles that have been, almost plasmatic, because it has been crushed intensely. So when the star finally implodes on itself and creates a black hole, it shoots off emission in two different ways. And it's a laser. And when it reaches our planet, that is the only time we'll ever be able to see it. So what does that mean? Well, the radiation produced by these laser beams are able to kill all society on our planet because it is so intense. The waves produced by a gamma ray burst are so intense that it could quite literally fry everything on the planet. Why hasn't it happened? Even though we've seen multiple and we've been able to detect at least one per day, well, they're far away. They're so far away. So when the beams are emitted from a singularity in the black hole, they're produced. So if this was the black hole right here, the center of my fingertips, these would be the two emitting rays on each end, opposite sides from the northern and southern regions, poles of that collapsed star. And the black hole will emit those particles at such a fast rate that when they extend, like let's say this is one extension of the laser beam, it will actually open, not move quite literally like that, but it will be a ray that gradually increases in size as it moves forward, sort of like an angle, pushing out at an angle. It will gradually, as it moves farther and farther, it will create a larger space, being less intense, but still being able to see these gamma ray bursts from billions of light years away. Literally billions of light years away. The farthest known galaxy and star cluster, the only reason we are able to see them is because things like gamma ray bursts, which travel the entire universe. That is the only way we're able to see them. And it's fascinating because this all happens because a star implodes. And it's amazing. Black holes they're really cool, and